すべての鐘は鳴り響いた。フェイト、グランドオーダー、コスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト、妖精円卓領域、アバロン・ルフェ。巡礼の旅の終わり、冬の玉座は誰の手に。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. We're on our way to Manchester, which again is a place that when I hear Manchester, all I think of is like rowdy football fans, because that's all I know. That's all I know. I don't even know where it is on this map. Where the heck is Manchester? I feel like it's up north. I feel like it is. Anyways, we're heading there. Looks like we're going to have just some general battles. I can't tell what class that is under. I'm curious. Well, we'll see. But let's go. And on to Chapter 17, Manchester. I do know I need to get to at least Chapter 19 before the upcoming Nero Fest. And the answer is a servant that we have gets an upgrade there. And I've basically kitted him out so that I will be able to essentially program the game to do 3-turn wins over and over for Nero Fest, which I will do. Scripts, auto-clicker scripts. Let's go, son. Percival, we're back. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you're all safe and sound. Congratulations on another job well done, Artoria. Tanner. Yeah, no worries, man. We're doing pretty good. I think everyone in Britain must have heard that bell of pilgrimage ring. As your exclusive Knight Rider? You're not a talking car. You're kind of a talking car. As your exclusive Knight Rider, I too couldn't be happier about this latest success. But a different subject, did you happen to look me up a souvenir? I don't know if you remembered this, but it was no easy feat for us fair horses to transport you all from Londinium to Gloucester in, well, only half a day. Of course we remember. Here you go. 2-in-1 hair restorer and suntan oil. I found it at a shady-looking hole in the wall. It's just one of the many different magecraft trinkets being sold there now thanks to Artoria's previous escapade. Hair restorer? For a horse? There's no need to hide it. I already know you're a fashionable fairy who cares a great deal about his appearance. Be honest. Aren't you itching to change your look now that Artoria's done the same? Oh, you're a great fairy, Oberon. The shady-looking hole in the wall, you say? Sounds like a perfect place for me. That's where all the best stuff is bought. It's like what I say to my friends when they're going to buy like food for cooking and stuff. If you buy food like ingredients, and the ingredients have mainly English on them, they're gonna suck. If you can't read anything on the actual, like, raw ingredient you're getting, you know it's a good one. Getting rice, if it's all in English, it's gonna be terrible rice. Get the stuff that you can't read. Spices, unless it's like mustard seed, like, come on, right? That's how you do it. He's so happy. Alright, now that Redra's spirits have been lifted, let's say we head back to Londinium. Next on our list is Oxford's Bell. Once we ring that, that war will really kick into high gear. Actually, there's something else we should take care of first. Would you mind if we changed venue so we could discuss our future plans a little more privately? Oh? That, huh? Okay then, why don't you try, going in the woods over there, away from the highway. Oh. Football. Damn, sorry about that. I had no idea this forest was actually a Moor's nest. Please stand back, fairies. The Round Table Army will handle this. Oh, wow, that's fast-acting cream, buddy. Don't need to worry about us. Those Moors won't be able to touch so much as touch me. I'm Red Ribbit, the fairy steed of flame. See for yourselves how my body burnt. Yeah, he just changed. Come, Sir Percival. Come, Sir Lady Gawain. Let us demonstrate what the Knights of the Round Table truly aspire to. Yeah, she's looking. She's like, wow, you popped that stuff on quick, huh? You did? Do I have to use him? Don't really want to. We're gonna use him, I guess. I don't know what that is. Okay. I don't know what that is. Those are new words to me. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see here. I don't know. I mean, it's, Berserker, and then we got... Oh, wow! This changed! Well, that's good. That's good. So, I mean, we can use a Moon Cancer. It's just nice and easy to get that. If there are any. Wow, that's a class. Yeah, that's a class I guess you don't get too often. Can I can throw you in the back. Well, but you're special. You know, we'll keep you here, just in case. You know, we'll use you later. For now, though, you know what? Let's get some. We'll use these guys for now, because, I mean, hey, they're here. They want to be used. Let's go with, sure, you're fun. And we'll give you, yeah, your NP charge up. And, you know what? We can't go wrong with another Moon Cancer here, so we'll go with you. And yours is blue, if I'm correct, so we will give you that. Sure, why not? We'll do it. Alright, we'll use our 3 NPCs first. See how they do. Wonder if they have... Well, I mean, we're not going to see him with the half-dark hair ever again, are we? So we might as well use it while we do. My coat is at its finest. Crit up. Okay. He's so excited. Man, just can't hide it. And that's a permanent buff. Let's get you all buffed up, buddy. And critical up and attack up. Sure. You're going to be attacking. Do you have Sea Star Gather up? You do. Sick. Let's give this to you. Let's have you gain your stars. And let's just go with the toughest guy and just do the most damage here. So close. Oh, he doesn't even have a Noble Phantasm, I just noticed. Neither does Percival, which makes sense, because he used it and it, like, you know, basically took his life. Literally. So let's just go 1, 2... Wait. Oh yeah, you do have lines. He doesn't. He's not that important at all. Okay. Oof. Oof. Alright. You know what? Let's go with this on you. Let's get you all buffed up. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Do as much as we can here. I love her little face. Alright. Strange gaze. Did nothing. Okay, one more. No. Okay, we're good. We're good. So now let's go 1, 2, 3. Full combo. This might kill. Let's see. Nope, we still need to do more. So this, oh, just under. Okay. Oh, good thing we got the guts. Oof. The horse has retreated. Goodbye, horse. Oh! Well, hey, look what you have. Thank you. Not enough to get max, but good enough for me. Nice. Good. So that's max meter now. Alright, let's see. Just Big Morse. Night Call Night Rider. Oh! Oh, it's a pun, because we had the Night Rider before, now it's the Night Rider. Low chance to inflict sleep and decrease death resistance with attacks. Okay. We'll pop this on you. Should we do this? Target focus. Sure. Be Mr. Target here. Okay. Do you want to apply that to yourself? Sure. Why not? I doubt you'll be around to need it too much. Alright, let's do this. Really, anytime you're battling Moors, like, she's so good. Even if she's not getting, like, super, you know, stuff for the, What, do we not get any crits on you? Dang. Even if she's not getting super huge, like, stat... What am I trying to say? Like, type matchup stuff? She's still doing insane damage. And that's what matters most. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Right, and she's able to get her curses there. There we go. Nice. Oh, let's pop that on you. And let's go 1, 2, 3. Just keep getting stars and doing damage. I don't think Bro is making us curse, though. Monstrous strength, attack up. Okay. Oh. Boy's sleepy. Oh, that's a bad turn for Boy to be sleepy. That's a real bad turn. That's a terrible turn. Chain error. Okay. Alright. You're done. You're asleep. Okay. So we're going to start with this going here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, because we want probably the evade, right? I did no damage. Wow. Is this on everyone? Yeah, nice. I doubt it's an actual Noble Phantasm, but it might be. Let's go, what? Stop with the noises. Go this. Okay. Oh! Color me surprised. Oh, sure hit. Whoops. I forgot. I've never summoned this dude. Oh, that's gonna do some damage. I don't think it'll kill, though. I don't think it'll kill. It didn't. Okay. Oh, you're done. Oh, and you're asleep. Oh. Well. In that case, we can't do that with you just yet. But what we can do, what we want, I think you're 50% meter. Yep. Sure, we'll do that. Let's just do as much damage as we can right away. Do this, this, and this. I mean, it's not the best hand, but it's... We're gonna get our stars, we're gonna keep going, right? Okay, how much is left? Just a little bit. One more turn and we're good. Okay. And if we want, we can finish this in style too. We could do big mommy. Let's do this. All right, and we do it. I'd say a little bit tougher of an encounter than I expected, but I did just use the default, you know, 3 starting units, which are not necessarily the best choices. But story. So, as I was saying, I was actually thinking of ringing a different bell of pilgrimage next. We know exactly where Oxford's bell is, and now that Woodwose is gone, well, we can ring at any time. So I propose that we head to Orkney next. Morgan is bound to be watching Oxford right now, which should mean Orkney is ripe for the picking. I see. That's a good point. We will have to make our way to Orkney eventually after all. And since none of the Queen's troops have been deployed there, now would seem to be the best chance. Unfortunately, it's not quite that simple. The Queen will send her army after us the moment we head to Orkney, to say nothing of Knocknareev's army in the north. So I think it'd be easier to advance the Round Table army up near Camelot than have some troops protect us on the way to Orkney. No, if we go there as an army, Knocknareeve will mobilize her army in response. She's already gone on record saying she sees the Child of Prophecy as an obstacle and Artoria as a rival. So if Artoria makes any overt moves, she'll have no choice but to get in our way by virtue of, well, her position as queen. But we really don't want to be fighting the Northern Fairies unless we absolutely have to. We need them on our side, fighting Morgan instead. Right, Percival? Artoria? Right. We would like nothing more than to form an alliance with the Northern Fairies. Not as allies in the fight against the Queen, but as fellow citizens of Britain. We've tried sending messengers to Knocknareeve several times, but unfortunately she won't even give us the time of day. I mean, Knocknareeve does hate humans. Actually, I don't know if I'd say hate so much as... Well, never mind, that doesn't matter now. Anyway, I agree with Da Vinci. I think the fourth bell I ring should be Orkney's.
What's with that face?
What's with that face? Once I do that, we can stop by Knocknareeve's camp on the way home. She should be willing to negotiate with us now. Yeah, you're the Child of Prophecy in both name and deed now. The Chocolate Queen can't afford to ignore you, and you can't call her that, please. And Garrett's like, why? And we're like, trust all of the proper human history. One's like, don't say that. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, then the question is, how do we get to Orkney without anyone finding out?
What if we went through the Lake District?
Why am I getting Super Mario Odyssey vibes from that? It wasn't called the Lake District, but that's just what it sounds like to me.
It's a marshland in northwestern Britain, constantly mired in fog. The terrain is much too treacherous for an army to cross, and, well, it's full of moors, too. Both Knocknareeve's army and the Royal Army always keep their distance. It would be it'd be a much more dangerous route than taking the highway, but sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it. We only got but so many people with us. We'd be better off dodging moors than an army.
I guess that's true. What do you think, Tanner? I trust Da Vinci. I see. Well, then I guess that's that. Personally, I don't think splitting off from our army is a good idea, but I guess you guys are used to moving about as a small elite unit. For a team with your skills, the Lake District shouldn't be much of a problem. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you. What? You're not coming with us, Oberon? Of course not. The Round Table Army's in the middle of a rapid growth period. Someone has to stay behind and keep an eye on him. Powering up the Child of Prophecy with the Bells of Pilgrimage is important, of course, but well, so is improving our army. Percival, I'd like you to come along and command the Round Table Army too, so we can secure Oxford's bell. I'll leave Londinium a little thinly guarded, but if we can occupy Oxford, we arguably won't need it anymore. And once that happens, Queen's army won't have any reason to attack there.
Then it's settled. Artoria, Tanner, Muramasa, Da Vinci, Gareth, and Habitrot will set forth for Orkney's bell by way of the Lake District. Red Ribbit, would you be willing to help them?
I certainly can take them as far as the edge of the Lake District, but I won't be able to bring them a wagon in there. So once I've seen you all off, I'll lay low in Edinburgh and pretend to be a wandering knight. You'll be stopping by Edinburgh on your way back from Orkney, right? So I'll rendezvous with you all there.
Well, that sounds perfect. Where have you been hiding all these smarts? For that matter, why were you toiling away as Aurora's secret wagon horse all this time? You could have had a much more prestigious career under Woodwose.
As you can see, I've had an affinity for the wind, so the Wind Clan City feels like home to me.
Red Ribbit, faster than wind.
Alright then, Oberon and I will head back to Londinium.
Wait, I'm going with you too. I'm sorry, Artoria.
I know this is selfish of me, especially after I declared myself the Child of Prophecy's #1 knight. I know my going back to Londinium probably won't make that much difference, but I can still help there, and I just can't leave its people to defend for themselves. Of course, Gareth. You have nothing to apologize for. I think it's great you found somewhere you belong. Don't worry about me. With Tanner, Da Vinci, and Mermas, I'll be just fine. Sure, I'll miss having you around, but it won't be long before we get to see each other again in Londinium. That's a death flag. Don't say that. Don't say that! Every time people say death flags, but then again, I feel like Nasu's the type to put death flags because he knows about death flags. And when we read a death flag, we go, that's a death flag. But then Nasu's laughing, going, that's not a death flag. Right? He's actually pretty good for that. He's pretty savvy. So let's make sure we've both gotten stronger by then. You got it. In the meantime, I'll be keeping my ears peeled for the next ring of the next bell. All right, sounds good. Just sneaking around. Good luck to you too, Oberon. Right. Take care up there. Be warned, there's a ton of ash over on that far shore, and it also gets freezing cold out there. And since neither Blanca nor I can cross the ocean, we have no idea what may be going on inside Orkney. Still, whatever you find there, I'm sure won't be as bad as what you had to overcome in the Russian Lostbelt. Oh, and keep an eye on Artoria. The more nonchalant she acts, the more she's tearing up inside. Yeah, I can tell. Guess I needn't have bothered warning you, huh? I'm glad she's in good hands. Once we run the Orkney and Oxford bells, we'll have to move faster than ever. So in the meantime, I'll do whatever's necessary to find out where the 6th bell is located. After that, it'll finally be time to face Morgan, regardless of how the odds are stacked against us. What's more, something tells me that even defeating her won't be enough to solve all our problems. There's something else in Britain. Period. Something cursing every living creature here. Unfortunately, we haven't the least idea what it could be. Remember this, Tanner. We still know almost nothing about Britain's history. If we're lucky, maybe you'll find a clue as to how this world came to be the way it is in Orkney. If we're really lucky, that clue may just give us the edge we need to defeat Morgan. That's oddly specific. Almost like you already know. I'm sorry, am I going to be getting more? Am I going to be getting more things? Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't know I'm going to be getting more. I thought it was done. Good. Oh, wait. Is it just... Yay! Okay, good. Nice. All right. Caster. I swear to God, if it's hello, I'm back again. It's me, Woodwoes. You thought it'd be the last of me. I'm back. And furrier than ever. Is that a bell? Oh, yeah. I hear a bell ringing. I hear a voice. My voice. Call to me. In a dream that hasn't changed once in my entire life. I thought that was us in Orkney, but no. But this is everything we can do for her right now. We think it'll at least be some use. So please make sure she gets it, okay? Huh. Okay, I will. I think the Child of Prophecy will be thrilled to receive this. Oh, right, yes. Yeah, we think so too. You guys make sure you keep her safe. Yeah, right, this is when they didn't know she was the Child of Prophecy, right. I didn't really want to accept those gifts. It was all junk. Any upper-class fairy who saw it would think it was just a pile of trash. But for those fairies who struggle just to make it through the day, it was their most precious treasure. I could see their hopes, their feelings in those gifts, and I could see their future. I saw the hope they were clinging to. I saw their joy in believing in something warm. I saw them tear up from the sheer gratitude of being alive, no matter how hard life was for them. And I saw how they would probably be gone by the next morning. Whoa, what? Why? Did they give their, selves up? The next time we came to Gloucester, those fairies were nowhere to be seen. They didn't entrust their hopes to the Child of Prophecy, because they knew they weren't long for this world. They would have loved to live longer, but they wanted to help the Child of Prophecy even more, so they gave me the only treasure they had. Their lives. Oh! Oh, they gave something to be absorbed? Oh no. I really wish they hadn't. Oh, that's the most No! You can't play this song. You can't play this song to me. Oh, jeez. Just everything about this right now is not fine. I see a Britain I don't recognize, in a world I know nothing about. I see a young squire standing alone in a town lit only by the rays of the setting sun. It's me as a little girl, though raised as a boy. This other Artoria is placing her hand on the Sword of Selection, even though no one told her to. Britain's destruction is all but certain now. Anyone who would claim its throne is destined to be a sacrificial lamb. If you become its king, the people will place all their hopes on your shoulders, asking you to make everything right. If you fail, they'll be just as quick to curse you, blaming you for everything going wrong. You will gain nothing from this, truthfully. You'll only be making life harder for yourself. A lone mage with a kind face stands beside her, encouraging her not to go through with this. You should think long and hard before you make your choice. Once you draw that sword, you'll never be able to go back to an ordinary human life. Yeah, think about it. No, there's nothing to think about. This just doesn't make sense. The world ending is everyone's problem to solve. If it's going to end, it should end with everyone cursing each other equally. So why? Why are you... I saw a great many people smiling. I don't think that was a mistake. No, oh my god, we're doing this? We're doing the hill? Oh my god. We're doing the hill. I'm getting such nostalgic flashbacks right now. And this is what happened as a result. Hey, if you haven't watched my playthrough of Fate Stay Night, please do. If you're just a FGO head, no, go. Please. It means so much to me. And this is what happened as a result. A pariah to even her own knights and subjects, even after she rebuilt the entire country, crushed beneath the weight of a world's hope, without ever knowing a joy of her own. All she built came to ruin, and her trusted companions killed each other. Everyone she knew was dead, so she died alone. Is this some kind of joke? It's not funny. It's just cruel. How could you just use her to get what you wanted, then ignore her forever? How could you forget her? Like she was just some story you'd finished enjoying. Why did she have to do all that? Why did she feel like she had to? There was no reason at all for her to become king. It just seemed like she had the power to. I don't understand. I've seen her whole life play out now, and it hardly seems like something to aspire to. How is she seeing the whole life? Because it's not just, oh, I've been told her whole life. She's saying, I've seen her whole life play out. What, is Merlin sending these to her in dreams or something? Why did it have to be you? Couldn't you have just let someone else do it? The worst thing I could say slipped out of my mouth before I could stop myself. My other self quietly turned around to face me and said, "Perhaps. I do think there may have been someone else suitable for this role." And why? Why in the world did you do this? Why? I think you know the answer better than anyone. What is happening? She's obviously she's talking with someone. Oh, your hair's back to normal, buddy. Guess we gotta get you more of that, huh? She's clearly, like, it's not it doesn't feel just introspective. That doesn't feel like I'm just having a conversation with myself. That feels like there's more going on. Huh.
We've been heading north on the highway all night, so it's almost noon now. At this pace, we should arrive at the entrance to the Lake District by nightfall. Just please remember that we'll be parting ways temporarily once we get there.
Alright, about that. I was actually hoping we could tweak our plans a little, and you could head west from here. That's the way to Manchester, right? I want to stop by there before the Lake District. Manchester? As in Barghest's domain? Are you sure about this, Tanner? Yeah, that's what I suspected we'd be doing. You're a dog person too? I mean, you could say that. What about you, Muramasa? What? Is it really that surprising? I just assumed you'd work that out when Da Vinci said she wanted to go to Orkney. What? I didn't, okay? How about you, Habitrot? Did you know? Me? Da Vinci talked to me about it before we got on the wagon. She wanted to know if I'd mind stopping there before Orkney. So even you knew about that, Happy Cat? But I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm sorry, Artoria, but even if you are on board with this plan, I didn't think you'd be able to keep it to yourself. Barghest is still technically one of the Queen's Tamlin, so I didn't want Percival or Oberon to know about this. Good point. Percival would certainly worry if we were to be stopping by an enemy's territory, and I doubt Oberon would have been happy about it either since she burned down his forest.
Manchester's a nice place. It's very unlike Oxford, which has been getting more modernized with its restaurants. Still a very idyllic fairy town like you see in a story. Fighting may be against the rules in Gloucester, but Manchester doesn't ban fighting. Old Town despises it, you see.
Really? Even though survival of the fittest is the law of the land there? Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't make sense.
But don't worry, Barghest's take on survival of the fittest isn't quite what you're thinking.
Oh. That's good.
We'll see when we get there. All right then, Manchester it is. Trust me, it's a lovely place full of peaceful wildlife. There won't be any fighting there whatsoever. I give you the Red Ribbon guarantee.
Oh great, so it'll be nothing but fighting. Yeah, there's no way. If we're going to take one step in and it's going to be a fight, right? Manchester, Main Street, we're going to immediately get into a fight. Right? Inside a local tavern. Oh, we're absolutely getting into a fight. Oh. Partygoer fairy. Wow, you tourists look really strong. This is awesome. Get them. Was that a JR... That was a JRPG jingle. That's hilarious. That's really funny. That is... Wow. They've had that in the, wrapped away for a while now. Didn't want to use that, huh? But I guess now they did. We'll go with you. Well, but that's the same... Oh, wait, I have to use Red Ribbit? No, I don't. I was gonna say, we'll use you because you're fun. You know what? Let's go with... And then we'll go... Let's just... Because if it's just you guys, we'll just do some of this. And some of this, right? Because we're going to be clearing those waves. So we'll just make it nice and easy here. Nothing to worry about. Throw you in the back. I mean, you're not too bad. We'll grab... I do still want to get you ranked up. Let's go with Bond Up. Give that to you. And you know what? We'll go with Morgan in the back too to get her ranked up for that. Where are you gonna be? You're gonna be in Berserkers, and you are right there. Okay, and we'll give you that. All right, cool, sure. But I mean, you're not gonna do great against it, but it's fine. We'll just do that. All right, let's go.
perfectly balanced team. Absolutely no problems. Let's see. I'm looking at my mic there. You can't hear my dad in the other room currently sawing away at something. Oh, just one? An elated fairy? Okay, I was expecting it to be multiple. Okay. Alright. Increase charge each turn, so we want to hurt you as much as possible, huh? Okay. Do some of that. Give you more. Give you that. Give you... Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go... Wait, what was that? Oh, it was just this... The menu disappearing here made it look like this guy changed, but he didn't. We're okay. We're good. Alright. Let's do as much as we can with this. Not bad. Decent damage. That did a lot more, though. Nice. Lots of stars. Okay. What you doing? We want in? Oh, see, that's what I was expecting more of. Yeah, Odysseus might be able to get his super here. Do we have enough? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. You know what? Let's try and get big meter up so that then next turn we can do some crazy stuff. So let's go with let's specifically not hit you. And then we can go with this and this. That way we won't have to worry. Let's go 1, 2, 3 to get as much meter as possible so that we can just spam those then. Alright. Fun. Because I'm worried about their charge gain just because they get so much, right? And you just got yours there. So, okay, your extra does arts effectiveness for 3 turns. That's not bad, actually. But not really. We just want damage. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's do this. It's going to be about a third. Yeah, a little closer to half. This will kill, actually, because we got so many buffs. Ooh, maybe. Let's see. Oh, no, we still got them, so it's a good thing we got 3. There we go. Alright. As soon as we set foot in, that was it, huh? That was it. Just immediately, huh? Alright. Well, we got that. We got that. Sounds good. Oh, we're here. Okay, here's Manchester. Got it. Saber. I wonder who we're facing. Let's go. Sorry, what? Oh, Barghest. What's going on? Ooh. Oh, wait, is she just eaten? It's the same dream I've had several times before. I'm crying. I'm crying, well, the remains of what used to be my lover. That could be eating or mating. Either way, they're delicious. Well, okay, it's pretty obvious what it is now. I'm so happy. This is wonderful. It hurts. I'm heartbroken. This is madness. Even if I make a This is Sparta joke now, most people watching this won't know what it is because that's such an old meme that apparently people don't know what it is anymore. Predation is a fact of life for wild creatures. It's natural for us to seek out others, love them, become one with them in order to survive. Living by the laws of the wild is also a source of pride for me.
I'm blessed with an exceptional spirit origin even for one of the Fang clan. As one who was born strong, I have a duty to govern and protect the weak. I have to be strong. I have to be strong so I can grow stronger. You see, my rules are right. I only love the strong. And I those I love, so I may become an even better wild creature. That is my lot in life. That is how I have had many strong meals. So I can defend Britain and protect the weak. But deep down, oh. Having another good cry? Barghest. Okay, just checking. Why don't you come over here? You don't have to stop crying, just tell me what happened today. Did something painful happen? Something sad? Who is this? Did it happen to you while you smiled? Did it happen to someone else while you got upset? Whatever it is, please tell me. I want to know how you feel. It's okay? I'll promise I'll never stop liking you, no matter how embarrassing it may be. Who? His body seemed as though it could fall apart at any moment. He could barely speak above a whisper. He was the weakest creature I've ever known, yet he helped me tremendously when I was on the verge of a breakdown. You know, there's nothing like a fun story to cheer you up in hard times. Why don't I tell you another tale of your favorite Knights of the Round Table? Is it Hector? Oh, is this going to be Hector? I'll tell you a story of Flotsam that drifted here as a changeling. A florid, proud, and slightly somber story. A story of the brave knights you've always looked up to. The knights of those stories were not compelled by anyone to be righteous. They were born righteous. They were proud. They were wonderful. They protected the weak and did good deeds wherever they went. They may only have been stories from another world. They may have only been stories from another world, but I still admire them more than anything, even though a despicable fairy like myself had no right to do so. But whenever I share my trepidations through my tears, he always responded with a gentle smile. There, look out at the garden. Those flowers you planted have grown in beautifully. And I see you planted another one for me today, so that I could enjoy them even though I can't walk. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I only hope that one day you'll be free of the pain you carry in your heart. Is this Hector? I feel like it might be. That's right. Her love runs true and deep, and with every new relationship, she's certain she can prevail over her need to consume. She has never succeeded. Now she's at her limit. No, she reached her limit long ago. I don't know how many times she's thought of putting herself out of her misery. But despite that urge, her strong sense of responsibility forbids her from taking the easy way out. So she lives with the guilt of devouring her lovers, and as penance continues to protect Britain, even as it tears her up inside. She's an example to all of us, and so I want to help her in any way I can. You're the only fairy possessed of true nobility. It would be a tragic loss for you to take your own life. Make a deal, Barghest. It's still a little too soon for you to take on the curse, after all. Who's talking, though? There's multiple conversations here where I don't know. High on life, fairy. Oh no. They're gonna sound like Rick and Morty. I hate this. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, sorry. So sorry. I don't know. I can't do a Rick and Morty voice. I'm not gonna do it. That joke's over. Stupid. I really am sorry about that, everyone. I hope you can forgive them. I promise I'll give these idiots a stern talking to later so this sort of thing doesn't happen again. They're very susceptible to trends, you see, and well, you know how they're talking about Camelot preparing for war these days, right? I made them want to have a pretend war of their own. They were satisfied with board games up until you walked in, but... Well, come on, those fairies and the humans look just so strong, I knew it'd be a blast to fight them. Don't be daft. Have you forgotten that Lady Barghest is back right now? If you louts ever get someone killed and she finds out about it, she'll have your heads and mine. You ought to be thanking your lucky stars these people are so strong and understanding. Also, no more alcohol for you until I say so. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I can't go back to not drinking human alcohol now that I know how good it is.
Yeah, fairy alcohol's like that Canadian stuff. It's weak. I say that because I have discovered whenever I was like, oh man, I hate beer, I discovered I just hate Canadian beer. I think Canadian beer is nasty. I've gone to many other places in the world and I've discovered that beer is better once you're outside of Canada. Well, Red Ribbit, care to revisit your Red Ribbit guarantee?
That's strange. I distinctly remember Manchester's a town bursting with smiles, kindness, and violence.
Don't be silly, there's no violence here. The rule of Manchester is survival of the fittest. She looks like the fairies we saw in Wales. Yeah, actually. I'm Jenny. I was just born near here recently. I see, that explains it. So you must not know much about Manchester yet. Do you happen to know where the Lord's house is, Jenny? You mean Lady Barghest? Sure, it's over that way. It's at the end of the big road. Oh yeah, there it is, right? There's a mansion over there. Yeah, this is where it is. Oh yeah, I see it now. It looks like it's a big mansion with a beautiful garden. Anyway, I thought Manchester was a Fang Clan town, but I guess it has fairies like you too. Are there Earth Clan fairies here as well? I'm not sure. I haven't seen many Earth Clan fairies. There's lots of humans here though. It's about half fairies, half humans. Really? So far I've only seen fairies walking around. Are there really that many humans here too? Of course, it's survival of the fittest here, so the strong have to protect the weak. I know, because I'm one of the ones being protected. Lady Barghest might be strict, but she's also really kind and really funny. That's how she defines survival of the fittest, huh? Now I get it. I had my suspicions given what we've seen of her. But it does look like to Barghest, survival of the fittest ain't about the strong preying on the weak. That's right. She's been like this as long as I can remember. The strong should only eat the strong. The weak aren't worth eating, so they must be protected. She'd say that all the time. Okay, now seems like a good time to ask about this. Did you know Barghest when you were kids or something, Artoria? Of course not, don't be silly. And you saw how Barghest didn't even recognize me, right? Nope, certainly haven't known her a long time, no sir. In fact, I don't know a single thing about her, nothing. Huh? I know about Lady Barghest. She's back at her mansion right now. Everyone in town keeps congratulating her over coming back to visit her new lover all the time. Are you kidding me? All her talk about being a proud noble Tamlin and she has the time to keep lovers.
Barghest lover. I don't even want to think about that.
I mean, I do. You can't take what the rumors say too seriously. It's not like she ever confirmed, not like she's ever confirmed any of them herself. And even if what they say is true, that's between her and her lovers, right? They're all okay with it. Who are we to wow! For an old man, that is surprisingly liberal. He's just like, whatever goes on the bedroom, I don't care. Sure, wow. That's more liberal than actual Demioshiro. Well, true love or not, crimes are crimes, but as the land of the Fane, we know different areas have their own very different rules. So now that we've come this far, we can't leave without seeing her. If you're scared, Red Ribbit, it's okay, you can wait here. Besides, we're the one who wanted to talk to her.
No, that's okay. I've come this far with you, and I'm not about to part ways now. Besides, I can't help it if she sets her sight on me as her next dish. That's just a burden someone as popular with all ages as me has to bear.
I've not eaten horse yet, but I've heard it's actually not bad. It's on my list, it's on my list. I know some people are like, I can't imagine eating horse. But at the same time, one of the best things I had in China was a donkey burger. So like, I'm sure a horse burger would be even better.
So things should take a turn for the worst. I can at least be bait. I mean, a meat shield for the rest of you while you make your escape. Now come, let's be off to the demon's lair. I'm certainly not afraid of any horrific fairy-eating black dog.
He is. Oh, we're gonna fight, I can tell, because we saw the saber. Welcome to Manchester, everyone. What a wonderful surprise to see you take me up on my request less than a day after I made it. You're so pretty.
Gorgeous. Who in the world would call such a beautiful lady horrific? I see you are nothing less than a true noble. Nay, get it? I'm a horse, a true champion. Personally, I, Red Ribbit, feel as though I've been hung out to dry in the final quarter.
Thank you for your kind words. May I ask who this Fang Clan fairy is? Don't worry about him, he's just another hapless horse. Happy Cat, would you mind taking Redra outside for a bit? He needs his, horsey, his horsey potty time,
I'm not a dog.
Yeah, you are. Sure thing. Come on, Ritterpit. Let's go out to the yard. I noticed there was a fun-looking plaza out there.
It's called a paddock. I'm a trot.
Okay.
The really is nothing like a clan mansion. They always have so many luxuries, even when the owner has no particular brand to use them. Oh, there I go.
I see you're still wearing your dress today. That is your best outfit. I just got here myself not too long ago, so I haven't had time to change yet. That's all. Anyway, I'm glad you let us in without, even patting us down. Now that we know for sure you don't mean to fight us, we can relax and get down to Barghest. I'm afraid you are mistaken in that. Well, I certainly bear you no ill will, as you can see. I do have every intention of fighting you. What's the meaning of this, Barghest? Would you so kindly stay out of this? My business with you? Oh. Tanner, master of Caldi and Leonardo da Vinci's faithful servant. I know this is unbecoming, but I would like to ask you, with all due respect, for a duel. Would you be so kind as to show me your strength once again? I get it. She wants to see how strong Caldia is, so she wants to eat me. She wants to put me in her mouth. I'm going to live in her stomach. Now I see. You want to find out if Caldia can walk the walk before we talk the talk, huh? I gather you won't trust us unless we can prove we're able to beat you without the Child of Prophecy's help? That is true, yes, but more than that. I'm interested in you to...
Oh, I'm blushing.
I want to see just how far mere human can go against us fairies. No. I'm going to see for myself whether your victories so far have been nothing more than a fluke.
Alright. I'm gonna look at my... Buster Looping tier list here. If I wanted to do Buster Looping, do I have any good single target archers? I do not. I super do not. Do I have any formation restricted? Okay. Instead, let's just go sicko mode. Only 3. Oh, okay. This is going to be important then. All right. In that case, we're going to go with you. We'll go with... This is interesting. Sure. We'll go with you. We'll go with Merlin, right? Or... No, we'll go with Merlin, because Merlin's better for sustainable and Buster Up. And we'll go with... Because we want stars. So we're going to go with that with you. And we'll also go with, if we're going crits and stars and stuff, we can go with... Well, where the heck is he? Where is he? There he is. He's at the end. We'll go with you. And for you, we'll go with... actually, I do want... Is there one for just crit damage up? I mean, that's... Noble Phantasm, strength up. Sure, we'll go with this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this. And more than anything, what I want is to get the cooldown erasure, right? So we can get that on you. Nice. Okay, well, let's do this. I feel like this makes sense to just go crit, 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 crit. We'll see here. Because she lost her thing, right? Oh, this is going to be a 3 battle. Okay. What was that? Increase your attack when an enemy is defeated. A little scary. Admittedly, a little scary to start with. This is not a great starting turn, but actually, no, it is, because then we can get... We can use this turn, because the next turn we'll get Super Ryan and them some meter. Or some stars, rather. I use the word meter for everything. There's like 5 things in this game called meter for me. There we go, 32. Give me a full Orion combo, please. That's all I want. Close enough. Okay. She must have the wild beast. She must have the wild beast one, right? I feel like she has to. So let's go 1, 2, and then let's go 3. Sure. That should be that. Yep. Okay. All right. Black dog. What's that?
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, okay. Didn't know that was coming. Didn't know. Is he dead? Oh, bro's dead. Bro's dead.
まあ
Now, there is a chance he can win. Actually, for real. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. If we get crits... Crit. Oh, it's not enough. Okay, this is not going as I wanted. Okay, we still have guts at least. Okay, we still have guts. Let's go 1, 2, 3. This will finish it. Okay. Alright. Last gauge. The guts should keep him alive. Oh, that's it? Okay. Alright. I was a bit worried, but we're good. He still took one of my meter. It's not cool. Stop it. Keep my seals, please. I don't like that. I need those. Alright. Let's talk. She'll be like, dang, those are some crazy crits. And I'm like, yeah. Kind of built it all around that. One minute we're fighting, the next we're enjoying a veritable feast. Oh, it's like today. I made duck. I made some duck, put an apple cranberry chutney on it, and the duck skin, like I crisped it. It was so good. Wow, these gnocchi. Wow. That's a surprise. I mean, I guess with just potatoes, yeah. These gnocchi are so good. I love how versatile potatoes are, no matter what world they come from. These oysters are amazing, too. I was a little shocked when they came out on that huge plate piled up to the ceiling, but damn if I couldn't eat these things forever. Don't let the fancy presentation fool you. It's not nearly as impressive as it looks. Just all those meat pies dominating the table. There must be enough here to cover Gareth's entire shield. That makes pretty clear how vain Baggy is. She's obviously trying to break her concentration by overwhelming us with quantity and flourishes. Won't work on me, though. So you're not aware that you're taking a bite of a meat pie even as you speak? Oh man, this is really good. There. I changed back my usual armor now that I'm done both fighting and cooking. She's a cook, too? Oh my god, you are the best. I do hope you like the food. I apologize that I couldn't make anything more than these simple dishes. Normally I would have had my chefs do the cooking, but I had them take a leave of absence as part of my house arrest. Wait, you mean you made all this yourself? You're the best, unlike someone I know. That's right, but it's nothing too impressive. I merely imitated flour-based human culinary techniques and drilled them into me. It's a far cry from the gourmet cuisine they serve in Camelot. Is that so? I didn't think you, Tamlin, were so domestic. It must be hard being the lord of a hick town like this if you have to do your own cooking. Huh? I don't understand. Shouldn't everyone who plans to get married someday be able to do all manner of housework? This is very true. And I say this to all, especially the men listening. Please learn how to cook. Like, for real. Like, it's not even funny. If you're like, I burn water, it's not funny. It's actually super embarrassing. Start simple. It's really worth noting I didn't start to cook for real until I played Fate Stay Night. And I saw ya boy Yashiro, and I said to myself, I will synchronize with you. And I did. The fire dream sucked, but man, I love cooking now. So yeah, please do. Ladies too, but that's, I feel most of them get taught that anyways because of, societal norms. Let's not go down that path further. Everything was great, but I think we should get down to business. Indeed. Now that we've come this far, I'll be completely frank with you.
I want to keep the residents of Britain safe, and is why I pledged my horn to Her Majesty. But Her Majesty does not share that goal. In fact, she's actively working to worsen the Great Calamity. She cares only for Fairy Britain itself, not the Fae who inhabit it. So here's my proposal to you, Child of Prophecy. If you mean to ring the bells of pilgrimage that you may truly save Britain, I'm willing to fight for your cause. If need be, we'll even rise up against the Queen herself during the Battle of Camelot that is now sure to come. You're serious about this, aren't you? I don't mind having you on board, but what about your pride as a knight? You really want to join our side, even after you destroyed the human ranch and burned down the Welsh forest at the Queen's command? That's right. Even if it is too little too late, I still wish to join you. As to my crimes, you're welcome to convene a court-martial after the Battle of Camelot. Rest assured that I will expect no mercy. I will accept whatever punishment fits my crimes. But first, I want you to promise me one thing. Tanner, Da Vinci, you have both said it is possible for Fairy Britain's residents to immigrate to proper human history. If that is true, and you two are willing to tolerate fairies living among you, then I would ask that you please give the matter some thought. Her Majesty has already told me that our Britain is what is known as a Lostbelt, a world that was meant to disappear to make way for proper human history. I believe it. I have no doubt this Britain should never have come to exist. What makes you say that, Barghest? You want to protect Britain, right? So why do you think it should have never existed? Aren't those two ideas mutually exclusive? Because we fear this land. Every one of us. I suspect you could ask any fairy in this land and they would give the same answer. At any rate, under Queen Morgan's reign, every fairy will perish by the end of the year. I naturally have no notion of what our lives would be like under the Child of Prophecy's reign. But if there should be fairies who, under her reign, wish to move outside the world, I hope you would take them in. If worst comes to worst, and this Britain really does disappear, I could ask for nothing more than to have the fairies born here live on in your world. What do you think, Technical Advisor? Yeah. Ignore the door shutting that was behind me. Don't worry about it.
I'll say this. Coming back home sure makes recording videos difficult.
I think it's a great idea. In fact, I couldn't come up with a single reason to refuse. The storm border is big enough to hold up to 500 refugees. They would have to live there until we resolve the bleached earth phenomenon, of course. But as long as they're okay with that, they should be able to get by in the border just fine. Besides, this is exactly what the storm border was designed for. It's a modern-day Noah's Ark. She's not going to know what that is. Also, he's not summoned... Wait, was he confirmed for the... He was not confirmed for the event, right. No, he's not in the game yet still. Well, there aren't many of them. There have been a few vessels like that in proper human history. They served as literal lifeboats to preserve the future of the species they carried.
500 ain't a whole lot compared to the fairy population at large, though. You gonna be okay with that, Barghest? Can we make them smaller? Wasn't there a movie where they made people smaller and it, was a way to solve overpopulation and stuff? And didn't it have, no message, so people just said it was kind of a worthless movie?
Yes. Saving even a small number is far better than failing to save anyone. As long as you remember this promise, no, my wish, and I'll gladly become a filthy turncoat for your cause. Of course, I am sure Sir Gawain would think poorly of me for this. However briefly I used his name, I admit the very idea of betraying one's lord must be unthinkable to him.
Are you really sure about this? I'm just gonna double check.
I'm sure. You said something like this before, Tanner. Even if the world is about to disappear, you don't want to let what may come tomorrow ruin today. And you're exactly right. Instead of worrying what might happen tomorrow, I should focus on what I can do today. Again, your face. Why we have your face? Alright, I can't possibly turn you down at this point. Forgetting for a moment how in the world I'm going to explain this to Oberon. Tamlin Barghest, you really want to help the Child of Prophecy, you can do so in Camelot. Once the fighting there begins, you're to refrain from attacking the Round Table army. That part is absolutely non-negotiable. Aside from that, well, if you feel like neutralizing some of the Queen's army for us, I'm not going to stop you. Anyway, those are my only instructions. Any thoughts, Barghest? I'm surprised you didn't ask me to open the castle's gates from the inside for you. Did I not say you need not hold back on my behalf? I know, but I just don't trust you enough to rely on you for something so crucial. All you have to do is fight within your means. We can break down the gates for ourselves. Good point. If I were lying, you would certainly be in dire straits if you trust me to open the gates for you. You've made the right choice. But I must admit, I didn't expect you to be so severe. Personally, I don't think it's going to come to that. But, by the way, on a much lighter subject, can you go back into your black outfit? Yes. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Could you introduce us to your significant other? Oh, what? Oh boy. I'd love to meet them too. We heard all about it in town. They say you came back to Manchester all the time just so you can spend time with your new squeeze. It's not all the time. I just come here as often as I can. Besides, he's not my significant other at all. He's just a human boy I take care of. I only love the strong. I would never dream of taking a lover as weak and capable and devoid of a future as him.
Sure about that? They say love is blind for a reason. You could just as well end up falling in love with the last person you'd suspect.
I could. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that proper human history's culture is so advanced. But, I digress. Adonis is very weak. He's been sickly all his life. He's currently recuperating here in my mansion. Well, he was very excited to meet you when I told you about him, Tanner. I'm afraid he's been struggling with an unrelenting coughing fit recently. I haven't been able to get him the medicine he needs, thanks to the imminent great calamity. So I want to at least get him all the rest he needs. That said, I'd be very grateful if you could come here to meet him after the Battle of Camelot. I may not be able to come back here myself, but I know you would get along very well.
Gotcha. Sorry for the uncouth request. I guess fairies aren't the only people you want to keep safe.
Of course not. They may not hesitate to discipline uneducated humans, but even that is no more than the basic training humans need to survive in this world. Fairies and humans are two halves of one whole. You cannot treat them separately. Protecting fairies means doing the same for humans. Well, this has been a really productive talk. I'm glad we stopped by Manchester. I think this has been a good respite for you too, Artoria. You must have enjoyed getting to talk with an old fairy friend of yours, right? Sure, you might have been acting huffy, but you clearly also enjoyed the meat pies, seeing how you ate so many. A respite, hardly. This wore me out even more than acting the part of the Child of Prophecy around the Round Table Army. Now we're done here, let's just get going already. Just have to make it to the Lake District by nightfall.
The Lake District.
I see. You're going to Orkney. There might not be many moors up north, but the individual moors there are is stronger than what you're accustomed to. And those in the Lake District are especially strong at that. Be careful out there. Got it, yeah. Sounds good. See you later. Don't forget about me. What is it, Barghest? Still got something on your mind? Yes. I was just thinking about the relationship between master and servant you told me about during our meal. Her Majesty has told me about servants as well. Servants are spirit beings that are retrieved from the chronicle of human history, a place beyond time known as the Throne of Heroes. Yeah, you're already there, actually. It's kind of crazy. They come into being when their master summons them for a particular purpose. These servants then stay by their master's side, and should their master die, they vanish. Do I have that all correct? Pretty much, yeah. Why? Then it doesn't make sense.
What? Let a servant obey a master when the master's weaker?
I wonder about that too, but no, that isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Beryl Gut. He claims that Queen Morgan is a servant he summoned himself, but Queen Morgan has never called Beryl Gut her master. And above all, he only came to Fairy Britain a few months ago, when Morgan has been queen for over 2,000 years. That's what doesn't make sense. Her Majesty was alive and well, long before this man came along. Unless, is it possible to summon a servant version of a currently living person?
Yes? Kind of. Right, Muramasa?
I've been wondering about that. It is possible. We've seen it. I can think of one possibility. There have been a few cases where the future forms of heroic spirits with exceptionally complex histories have been summoned in the present day while their original selves were still alive. Muramasa? And since in proper human history, Morgan was known to have 3 separate personalities, could be that one of them was summoned here. But of course, if that were the case, it would also mean there are 2 Morgans here in Fairy Britain. I don't suppose you've seen any signs of a second Morgan or heard any rumors to that effect? No, I haven't. There is only one Queen Morgan, and she is not a servant. I've served Her Majesty for 200 years. I'm absolutely certain she is a fairy. That's why I wish to ask you about this. Two Morgans. Interesting. Very interesting. That's intriguing. I'm gonna have to keep that in my brain for a bit. I have no idea. I had a rough idea where the plot's going. That idea's thrown everything out the window, so I'm just, nope, don't know. Well, back to square one. Is this Beryl Gut truly Morgan's master? Swear to God, if I learn it's actually been Beryl Goot this whole time, I'm gonna be so mad. It's one of those things where you read the name forever. I went back and watched an early video, and I truly did call it Chaldea. I am so sorry. That's so embarrassing. Circumstantial change confirmed. The price has now been paid. I have a proposal for you chosen ones. An offer for those of you who are cast aside. Oh, this is the voice, yeah. If you desire acclamation, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to a god. Makes no difference? Well, sure as shit makes a difference to me whether I live or die. Living inevitably being struggling while dying takes those struggles right off your plate. I've always preferred to keep things simple. Can't even dance if I've got too much on my mind. Acclaim, power, future of humanity, being the best version of myself I can. Fact is, I don't care enough about myself to get worked up about any of that. Okay, Mr. Foreign God, I hear ya, but... Mister? So it's a male voice. Very intriguing. I hear ya, but before I give you my answer, can you tell me one thing first? I asked him if there was anything in this world that actually mattered to me, and he answered me without a second thought. Well, I guess that's a god for ya. Huh. Hey, Kushtaria! So you made it back to life too, huh? Well, hey, that's awesome. I thought you'd be the first one out. I thought I'd be the first one out, but I guess I was dead wrong. I mean, we're talking about a foreign god here, right? One who says he's gonna refute all of human history? I figured the only ones who'd jump on a sweet offer like that would be me, Pepperoncino, or Daybit. Not at all. I have as much desire as the next person. What could be more enticing than the prospect of creating a new human history? You'd have to be mad to refuse. Well, damn, I stand corrected. So you've finally shown your true colors, huh, Wodime? I mean, there's been times before when I couldn't believe the stuff that came out of your mouth, but still. Anyway, you got a real nice smile now. I like it. It's a big relief. That smile says I'm gonna abandon all humanity to their deaths so I can become king of the goddamn world. You're all broken up about this while still pretending to be one of the good guys. Then I'd have some serious reservations about sticking with you. Do I seem that different now than I did before? Nope, you don't. That's why I'm so happy about this. You've actually been off your rocker this whole time. Oh well, at least I already knew on some level that the members of Team A misunderstood. Wait, at least I already this is a tough one. At least I already knew on some level that the members of Team A misunderstood me in many ways. Huh? Hey, don't get all gloomy on me. I like this new you. So, what do you want me to do, Wodime? You're the team leader, yeah? And hey, now I can finally get what the whole Cryptor thing was all about. Huh. That's right. You were brought into the Singularity repair missions for emergency contingencies, weren't you? You know all about our secret Sirius lights and how to use them. You also know how they're designed to, well, deliver the decisive blow to ensure the preservation of humanity. When the foreseen singularities appear in the 7 points in human history we expect them to. I thought only me and Marisbury knew about the Sirius lights. Guess you did too, huh? Maybe the foreign god told you? Either way, you sure cut my work out for me. Well, you guessed it, I'm the cleanup guy. It's my job to, dispose of anyone thinking about deserting their post. Oh, that's why he stabbed him later. So, what you gonna do with me now? Gonna kill me here while we're all alone so as to not wreck team morale? No, I think your ruthlessness could be useful. I want to use it. Eventually, everyone from Team A will be resurrected and assigned a Lostbelt. From there, the foreign god will each give us a ticket to potentially become the king of the world in exchange for growing our Lostbelt's tree of emptiness. And I would like you to tear your ticket up. You don't mind, right? It's not as though that ticket will actually be good for anything. However, you can't be reckless about it. You need to do it in secret while making it seem as though you're still giving it an honest try.
Hang on. You're telling me to betray the foreign god too? And what was that about tearing up my chance to become king of the world? Are you shitting me? What?
You'll be assigned the Isle of Britain. I took the liberty of choosing it for you. I assume you don't mind it being your homeland.
Oh god, I'm British, right? I forgot. If I do, not even Marisbury was this unilateral about his decision-making, you know.
I see. Unfortunately, now that I've already brought this up, I can't pretend it never happened. If you refuse, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to kill you.
Wait, seriously? So I've got no choice in this?
Thank you, Beryl. I'm glad we understand one another. You're the only one I could ask to do this. I don't know what that Lostbelt is like, but I do know Britain is crucial to the Magecraft world. There's no telling what could happen if the foreign god were to inhabit something which came from there. It's the one Lostbelt that must be cut down before it can grow to maturity. How you choose to go about it is up to your business, but...
Basically, you just want me to slack off like I've always done, right? Okay, pal. I gotcha. Besides, I never had much interest in competing to be king of the world anyway. This gig's way more up my alley. That said, Bodine, this is still a deal we're making, so I expect you to keep up your end of it too. Once you become king of the world, you better make damn sure I live it up in the lap of luxury. Alright? Okay. Shit, there really isn't a goddamn thing here, is there? Well, apart from all the phantasmals and fairies and nasty beasties running around, how's a place like this gonna be any threat to new human history? Guess even Wodam gets it wrong every now and... No, wait, I remember that look on his face. Whatever's here, he was positive it was gonna be a problem. Maybe he knew about something funky going down in London the rest of us didn't. Oh well, no sweat off my back. That just makes my job even easier. Now I can take care of the Tree of Emptiness without anyone getting in my way. Speaking of which, I should probably go about summoning my servant. Thanks for making sure each cryptid could summon at least one servant, Marisbury. I mean, it was the least he could do after scrapping us with something as dangerous as the Sirius Lights, after all. Still. Of course, I still don't know exactly what kind of servant I'm gonna get. But I think I can make a pretty good guess. Whoever I summon, my only condition's that they're capable of destroying the world.
It's not gonna show us, right?
Oh no, shoot!
I am Morgan the Fairy Queen, a ruler.
Really?
Morgan can be a ruler. That's cool. I have come in response to your summons. You there, descendant of witches. Interesting. Oh right, yeah, because he did the fetish magic, so yeah. I ask of you, are you my master? Oh, she's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. Interesting, so he did summon her.
Oh, that was a good nap. Oh man, I knew I made the right choice stopping here before heading home to Darlington. I'm sorry, Queenie. Didn't realize you were still hard at work on the throne all by your lonesome. Still, don't you think it's time you chilled out just a bit, Morgan? Tree of Emptiness is dead. Krishtara was our biggest enemy and we defeated him too. Foreign God never got a hold of the spirit origin she wanted, and she never will now. There's nothing for us to be afraid of. We practically already won. So why not just relax? Not like Kali or the Child of Prophecy are any threat to you, right?
Of course not. I've never considered either of them to be our enemy, to be my enemy. My only enemies are the humans who once rejected me. Okay. And the Isle of Britain that will reject the fairy Britain I've created. Proper human history itself is my enemy, and so I'll not relinquish my throne until it has been truly, utterly destroyed. Know this, Beryl Gut. The fault for Babanshi's failure in Gloucester lies in part with you.
If you are so inept as to be unable to babysit a child, I'll be forced to reconsider your position as both my husband and master. Tell Babanshi she had. It's always tough because I have to remember it. It's Bavanshi. I have to always remember. Tell Bavanshi she has had her final chance. I've clearly been too soft on her. It is time she learned to carry herself in a manner befitting my heir. Whatever you say, Morgan. I'd be a lot happier to hear that from you, but I guess that's too much to ask. You don't really love anyone. There's no chance you'd allow an heir to take over for you. Man, I almost feel sorry for Bavanshi, being adopted by a woman as cold-hearted as you. And that's a slow fade into the end of the chapter. Right? Bing, 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 bing. Thank you. More, yes, good. I like this. I'm very happy. This is solid. Speaking of, thank you. Nice, 62. We got a bunch. How many more do we have? Is it just one more? Just one more, because of course it is. Alright guys, next time we'll be heading on to another fragment. I'm excited for that, because that's always fun. And then we will be doing more story. It's exciting. We will see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Oh wait, first off, wait. Let's see here. Ash the Savior is born. War of the Fairies, Ash the Saviors, Uther and Night. We haven't seen Uther yet, and people did point out, and now I'm recognizing Hector, of course, was the name of Saber's dad in proper human history. But he's the Black Knight here. Okay, we don't know what happened in 400. Wait. Rhynek, one of Morgan's retainers, dies. His successor, Woodwose, defeats the king. King of the Moors, the fallen king is said to have laid a curse upon the Fang clan. You're next. Right. Powerful Fang clan fairies born. She goes to become Tamlin Gawain. Okay. Caterpillar War, Tamlin Gawain is appointed. Foul weather perishes. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Just wanted to double check. We'll see you guys next time for some more then. Ciao.